and welcome to the EQ Learning channel. What is EQ, you might ask? Well, EQ is just an abbreviation for emotional intelligence. Some people like to call it EI as well, but I prefer the EQ. It just has a nicer ring to it. So what is emotional intelligence, and why on earth should everybody know about how powerful it is to understand your emotions? Because that's exactly what it is. Emotional intelligence is just understanding why we have these emotions and why our brain creates them in certain situations. You know, a lot of people feel like really uncomfortable about their emotions. And over the years and over the decades, we've been taught to suppress them. We've been given hidings for them. We've been punished for them. We've been told that it's not okay to express our emotions. We all seem to apologize as well when we cry, when we show emotions. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this on TV, you've seen it all over the show, where people are always like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they get up and they walk away. So we've even become ashamed of our emotions, and we feel bad and embarrassed when we express them. But here's the thing. Understanding our emotions makes life so much easier. It makes life so much better. Think about it this way. If you didn't know what the feeling of love felt like, how could you ever fall in love? How could you ever be in love? If you didn't know what the feeling of excitement was, how would you feel excited? So, as you can see, emotions make life feel incredible. If we didn't have emotions, we'd just be like a goldfish swimming around in a bowl, not thinking, not doing, just not having any kind of variety in our life. But it's the uncomfortable emotions that really get us stuck. Now, a lot of people like to talk about them as negative emotions, bad emotions, but I'm here to tell you that there isn't a single bad emotion. Those ones are just uncomfortable, and they make us uncomfortable because they make us feel bad. But these are the emotions that are the most important ones. Because if you think about it, whether you have a child or whether it's your own emotions, if you have an uncomfortable emotion, it's the one that's trying to tell you something, that there's something wrong in your life or in your experience or in a relationship you have. So coming back to children, so if you're looking at your child and they're feeling sad and they're feeling anxious and they're feeling depressed and they're feeling worried or fear or any kind of emotion, uncomfortable emotion, the emotion is trying to tell them and you that there's something wrong. Take for anxiety, right? Everybody can now relate to anxiety since COVID. Anxiety feels awful. It feels uncomfortable. And not only that, it holds you back from really living your life, enjoying your life, having those great friendships, having those great experiences, doing all the things that we want to do. So as you can see, that's why those uncomfortable emotions are the most important ones that you want to pay attention to, because they're there for a reason. Now, here's the thing about emotions. Maybe something you've heard before, maybe it's the first time you're going to hear it, but emotions are a language. They are language. We don't even realize this. Think about it. When you were born, you came with those emotions built into your wiring, built into your brain, because you were able to cry, scream when you were uncomfortable, when you were unhappy, when you felt cold, when your nappy was wet. So you already had this ability to express your emotions. But the challenge comes in when we've never learned to understand those emotions. So most people grow up knowing the basic emotions because those are the ones that were sort of recognized. You know, the ones are feeling fear and sadness. But there's so many more emotions. So as I said, emotions are a language. They are trying to tell you and the people in your life that there's something going on that is making you feel unhappy or uncomfortable. Now, if you grow up not understanding these emotions, and especially if your parents or your teachers or whoever your caregivers have taught you to suppress them, then you're suppressing who you really are. And you are also suppressing what you really want to do or how you want to live life. And so you then become this adult that has suppressed your emotions, and how it then eventually comes out is in your body. Your body starts feeling stressed and sick because you are suppressing these emotions, or you end up with depression or a whole host of other mental health issues. So emotions are unbelievably powerful because not only do they make our life so much more exciting, but they hold us back from our life. Now, emotions also affect your relationships. And there's many, many, many ways in how your emotions affect your relationships. But the first step to understanding or becoming emotionally intelligent is to learn the language of emotional intelligence, or learn the language of your emotions by becoming emotionally intelligent. So the same way you learn to understand a language and to read a language and decipher a language and the grammar of it, everything, if you think back when you went to school and even when you were little and you were still at home, your parents were teaching you how to speak English or whatever language you talk, and they were using flashboards and words, and you learned the spelling and you learned the meaning of them. That is what my aim is with this channel, is to help you to understand the language of your emotions so that you can live a more vibrant, full, successful life, and so that your children can grow up with these skills as well. Because just imagine for a minute here, if your child or the children you teach grew up understanding their emotions, being able to express it, being able to say what is going on, being able to get to know themselves, accept themselves, feel safe being themselves. If all children had that ability, we wouldn't have all this bullying, whether it was on the playground or whether it was virtually, because bullying comes from children who feel unsafe. They feel unsafe with difference. They feel unsafe within themselves because they don't know who they are. And we can't know who we are until we understand our emotions, because our emotions are our primary language that every single person on this planet was born with, immaterial of what actual language you speak. So do join my channel, and if you like what you've heard so far, check out the other videos, because I'm going to be uploading quite a lot of videos to help you on this journey of becoming emotionally intelligent. I'm going to help you with the process. So you're going to have step-by-step ways of learning how to become emotionally intelligent. You're going to learn about your personality, your values, your beliefs, your thoughts. So there's much more to just learning about the names or the literacy of emotions, but you're going to be learning all about you. What makes you you? What makes your child your child? The different ways that we are wired, the different brain profiles we have. And all of this information is really, really fascinating. But at the same time, this information is something that you can take in on a daily basis. You can integrate it into your life. You can practice it. And I can promise you one thing, that your life and your family's life is going to change exponentially. I know mine did. And if you want to know more about my story, you can also go and check out that video as well, so that you can see why I'm so incredibly, unbelievably passionate about emotional intelligence. I'm also going to give you access to my book, and I'm also going to tell you a little bit more later on about our bears called the Bears of Blueberry Forest, that go into schools and help children to become emotionally intelligent as well, by teaching them some fantastic skills and some tools that they can use every single day. So there we go. My name is Deborah McPhillamy, and thank you for joining me. And like and subscribe below. Share this video if you find it of any value. But when you subscribe, it helps me to grow this channel more and more. And then also make sure that you turn on notifications so that you get access to the new videos when they are uploaded. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.